Okay, so today we will go over a situation at workplace, um, and then we will listen to some video interview video of your friend, and we continue to study chapter 3. Okay. So for chapter 2, we study business environment, right? And in business environment, I have a small case study for you. And I will share screen. Okay. Um, this is the situation when you need to adjust to a new job or a work team. So uh, what will you do? I want you to generate ideas in 3 minutes, um, in person. I mean individually, and then we will discuss about this one. Okay? Any solution, any ways you will want in this situation. Okay. So I give you 3 minutes to think about it. Okay. I want to listen to your ideas about this one, how you adjust yourself in a new team, um, or a new uh, work team.
Can I answer?
Sure, go ahead. Your name, please.
My name is Ngọc Phương.
Okay.
What I think there are several steps to adjust to a new environment or to a new job. So the first step I can think of is you should prepare for the first impression, because I think the first impression is kind of important to know about each other. So you should prepare for your appearance, your like behavior or something else like that. And when you are newbie, so you should learn about the team or the company cultures. But also you need to avoid the gossip. Yeah. And after working for a period of time, you can have a review or the revision. So it's also the time for you to look back and decide that whether you are suitable for that team or not. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, so thank you um for your idea. Like you need to get close to your teammate and don't gossip at workplace. But how? How you can get close to your teammate and your bosses?
Well, I think we can hang out together sometime to talk, and I think the topic should be the job or the works, and you should avoid the like some personal information or something like that. I mean, yeah, personal information or the some secret. Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, I also think the newbie can also join in the party or some of the occasion. Yeah, so through that occasion, they can chat with more people and understand more about the culture of the company.
Yeah. Okay. Any other idea? So 1 point to you.
Um, my opinion.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, please.
So I have similar ideas. Just 1 point different from my friend. Uh, I think that to get to know your teammates, well, by talking to them, obviously, but conversation should be around like more personal stuff and trying to know the person you're trying to work with to in a new team or a new job because uh, well, you can't really talk business with them if you haven't worked with them. So yeah, having a conversation about personal stuff, not too sensitive stuff, like trying to find common interest for you two, common interests, common beliefs, and what you are like and stuff like that, and trying to know the style of your colleagues will be helpful, and only like personal conversation can give that. So I think that you should make these conversations more personal than she would imagine. That's my
Okay. Okay, I got your point. Thank you so much for your idea. And the last one, anyone volunteer to share your opinion about this one or your experience?
Can I say something?
Sure. So one
Uh,
point for the gentleman.
I think at the first periods of a working relationship, I will try to listen more than sharing. I mean, what I want is to know more of the other and also to know more other members as well as to understand how I have to flexible with the team. So I think I will try to gain more information rather than try to show myself, I guess.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your idea. So 1 point to you. Okay. Uh, so Thank you. Okay, so there are many ways for you to handle this one. Like you want to break the ice and then you get close to someone. It's too difficult. And colleagues are strangers, as said to you. So you need to try to understand them and try to give you know, the good impression so that they can know more about you. So the last person said that we don't talk or we don't talk about um, ourselves first. We listen more, but you can do both at the same time. You listen them and then you will try to what can I say, to show up yourself and try to show some part of yourself that can be suitable to the culture of the team also. Okay. Um, One thing you can do, like how can I say, if you you can ask them to have you can invite them to have a dinner or lunch with you, and of course you the treat is on you. Okay, so you are the person to pay the bill. You can, after you have the first salary, you can use this salary to invite on your members, team members, and your bosses. And your bosses to have to go to the restaurant, a small restaurant, and and then you can go to karaoke, or you can go to some uh, some bar or clubs to have a drink. Yes, or some coffee, something like that. And um, there is saying that I told you that bằng gì cũng không qua gì các bạn, bằng gì cũng không qua bằng lòng, đúng không? So they are saying that, and it's very important for you um, to understand your colleagues and then your bosses, so that when they are really mean to you, if you understand them, you can forgive them. Okay. If you don't understand them, you cannot let the issues go, and it will cause you a lot of problem. Um, so don't be shy when you try to leave someone, to please someone, because it's your boss. And um, you need to please your boss is a normal thing. Okay, so don't be shy when you do that. Or if you know that your line managers she'd like a cup of coffee in the morning, so you can invite him to have a morning coffee with you, and then you can go to the office together, or you can buy him a drink in the morning, and then you say that, oh, I go to Starbucks to buy a drink and then I buy another one for you, something like that. You can you have to give first and then you receive. So this is the attraction law nha. Một trong những luật hấp dẫn là gì các bạn? Bạn phải cho đi trước và mình mới nhận lại sau nha các bạn. So and another way you can understand people, you can you know, read something about psychology. So there's a book named Psychology 101. If you have free time, you can read this book, and you can know something about horoscope, so that you can know the main characteristic of people based on horoscope. For example, if your boss is if your boss are born in January, okay, like not the 9th of January, so your boss is a Scorpion, right? So what is the main characteristic of a Scorpion person? So this person is very hard working and very a caring person. Okay, and you can know something about the working style of your boss, something like that. So it will good for you to know how to please your line manager and your colleagues. Okay, for this one, I want you to know something about the organization culture. Okay, so there are many some option. Okay, and then at some situation that can impact the way you adjust yourself to a new job or a work team. For example, if your companies have the formal training program, okay, that means that you don't really rely on other person to help you at work. You can figure everything by yourself because all the procedures are documented. They are written in paper. Okay, so that's no difficult for you. But if they have the uh, informal training, so I mean there's no, how can I say, informal. It means that there's not specific people or training program for you. So you will be in a lot of problems. You learn everything by yourself. So in this case, you need to make a close relationship with other people so that they can help you. If you work for a company, have the individual or culture, it means that they only focus on themselves. Okay, they uh, they don't need support from other people, and then they don't support other people too. So in this case, you need to adjust your behavior. Or if you work in a company that people follow collectivism, collectivism it means that you work as a group, and there's a close connection between team members. So in that case, it's easier for you to adjust to a new job or work team, right? Because you're supposed to be a part of the team. Whereas in the companies that following individualism là cả chủ nghĩa cá nhân hóa các bạn. So um, whether it's a fixed or variable, it's a fixed policy. It means that you have a fixed term, a fixed. You will be official employees. Okay, but if you work for a company that have a variable schedule, it means that there's no deadline for. There's no deadline for you to end the probation, and then you there's no, yeah, like there's no clear schedule for you to become an official employee. So it's really difficult for you because you work for the company and then you are very nervous because you are not sure whether you are kept in the you are kept in the company or not. Okay, so you need to look for another opportunities. So it's really difficult for you in this situation. Okay, zero or random. Zero is mean that you will have a role model for you, and this person will train and encourage you. Okay, like you have a mentor. Or in a random socialization, okay, you will have to figure things out. And we have the investigators and the investigator. Okay, if you work in the investigators, what does it mean? It means that this organization or teammate will, support your quality and let you be the person you are. Okay, just they want to see your true colors. Okay, and they respect your colors. That's it. For the vet teacher, it means that they try to, sweep away some characteristic, and they want to form you into a model that you would be suitable for a specific role. This is a kind of the vet teachers. Okay. So it's up to you when you work in a company, and you will decide you want to be a team member of this company or not, and based on the culture. And again, the top reason that you quit the job is not because of the salary or not because of the facility of the company, but always it's because of your boss. Okay, so try to be a part of an organization, and um, you need to do something that you may think that uh, people will think that you are try to please someone. Người ta sẽ gọi mình là nịnh đó các bạn. But it's okay. It's your boss, and you have the right to please your boss. It's all about earning a living. Sorry, earning a earning the money, and then you make a living for you. It's all about your benefits. So do not take other opinion uh, into account. Okay, just care about yourself, your bosses. That's it. And this is the end of chapter 2. Okay, so we will continue to watch the video, interview video of your friend. And let me see. We have watched the video of group 1, group 2, group 3. Mình coi group 4 chưa nhỉ? Not yet, right? Mình chưa có group 4 đúng không em? Okay.
Dạ đúng.
So we continue to watch the video clip of group 4. I will share screen with you, and then you let me know what you have learned after you watch this video. Okay. Được một tí.
Firstly, thank you for taking your time to have an interview with me today.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you a number of questions about management. Is it okay?
All right, sure.
Okay, so before becoming a manager, what is a manager from your point of view?
So a managers should manage the teams. So for an associate, they most of the time they do individual work, but now as a manager, you need to manage people.
Okay, so can you introduce a little bit about your role in your company?
My role in the companies. So my role is to ensure the servicing of the clients and for business development.
Okay.
right? So we got current clients that require servicing. I need to ensure it's good servicing for the current clients, and at the same time find new clients and do the business development.
Okay. So, what is the best part of being a manager?
The best part of being a manager is probably that if you really enjoy manage your teams and to see your team's members grow and develop.
Mm. So, when the team members, their performance do not meet your expectation, what would you do in that case?
So usually we need to do a catch up, right?
Mm.
So as a managers, for example, I am required to have at least quarterly catch up with my team member. So at the beginning of the years, we require to do performance management settings, goal setting for each individuals. Whereas the manager need to set an expectation and a goal for the team members, and then but on quarter basis, we need to sit down together and to review the performance to see whether the team members has met the expectation. But sometimes when I see the team members that doesn't meet my expectation, I can feedback on the spot. Um, uh, and most of the time, yes, we do want to. Whenever I see the team members does not meet my expectation, I would tell him or her immediately.
Mm. Okay. So, how's about the worst thing of being a manager?
The worst thing being a manager is that you cannot. How can I say? You don't make your team member happy, feel that they cannot fulfill their goal and they cannot see the personal goal is aligned with the organizational goal.
What do you mean by happy?
Happy means that whenever they come and they enjoy doing the work at the companies, they feel that they enjoy the team, they can have a friend in the companies, they can see themselves developed. They can have a personal development,
Mm. So,
and they can show commitment in the work.
okay. So, whenever you feel that you need some advice for management, where will you reach out for the help?
So most of the time, I frequently read books, and there's some very good book about management. And a lot of time, I refer books as my mentors. Or sometimes I can go to a specific person for mentorings, for mentorship. So I got a lot of people who can be my mentors depending on their experience and their expertise.
So, can you recommend some kinds of book that you feel that it is beneficial for management?
There's a book called First Break on the Rules by I cannot remember the name, but that guy is from Gallup organizations, and actually he developed a scale of they call it employee engagement measures. And actually, in my companies, we use that scale to measure the engagement and development of the team's member.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So, what is the best advice on management that you ever received?
the best management probably the when you need to treat people, each individuals differently.
Hmm.
Like I said, for example, some people like being praised in front of the public, in front of a big crowd. Some
Hmm.
people they just hate that. They don't like being praised publicly, but they like being praised or give compliments as a person, privately. You need to understand individual differences and you need to treat them accordingly. The second is to understand their talent. For example, one people can enjoy reading the data, finding an insight, but they dislike or they are not interested in doing commercial, they do client meetings or business development. And the other person is just the opposite, where they love meeting the client, do the sales, but they don't like pulling out the data and doing a lot of analysis, preparing reports. So you need to understand that. We call it the talent and the preference, and create the role appropriately for each individuals, although they could be at the same level.
Okay, so the last question for today's interview is that, do you think that conceptual skill is important of becoming a manager?
Depends on the level of the managers and depends on your role. For example, I'm at the middle managers, but sometimes I would need to use the conceptual skill as well. But conceptual skill, probably I use that kind of things 1% of my entire life for the whole years. Because most of the time you need to ensure the business as usual. I mean, running the business as it is. I would say 90% of the time. All right. So you manage the team member as well. So it's also the BAU. So conceptual skill is kind of good, but the time that you require to use it is very little actually.
Wow.
All right. And for some role, for example, you might not need the conceptual skill that much. For example, especially within the technical roles or specialists like finance. For example, finance law controllers. Financial controller, you need to follow the rules, follow the guidelines. Most of the time that guidelines depends on the regional teams are created by the global team. You don't have the area for creating such guideline. So 99% of the time, even though you are at high level, but because your role is to follow the guidelines, you don't have the opportunity to use conceptual skill.
Okay.
Yes. But for example, in my levels, because I'm a middle manager, but because I need to do a lot on commercial, developing the product, so sometimes I use more conceptual skill than the senior managers, more senior people in the finance area. Right.
Okay.
So it depends. Yeah. So it depends on your role, and actually, we don't use conceptual skill that much. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So thank you for your valuable sharing for today's interview.
Hello, can I answer?
So thanks for the videographer. Who is the interview? Sorry, who is the interviewer?
It's me.
Your name?
My name is Nhã Uyên.
Okay, thank you, Nhã Uyên. So, who wants to answer my question?
Can I answer?
Yeah. The female voice first.
Yeah. So I have two learning points for this video clip. The first one is that like from what is different from the like what you have just said is that the employee have to like please their boss, but like in this video being a manager, but like he has to find a way to please his employee as well.
So, for example, like he has to know the strengths and the weaknesses of his members to like assign the suitable tasks for them, and then set the goals. Like then doing the performance review to like performance review and give them feedback to like align their personal goal into the organizational goal, like to have like to make them feel their development and growth and be more happy to stay longer in the company. And the second point is that uh, like I have one new learning point is like it's not just like when you become a manager that you have a space to learn uh, a conceptual view, like but like for he point out that being a specialist, for example, being a specialist, even when you come to a manager, you already have a guideline from the global like global team to follow, so that you don't have space to do much. So that's like in that area, in that technical area, maybe you have to go further into global team or regional team to learn about the conceptual team, conceptual skill. Yeah, that's it. That's my point.
Okay, thank you for your sharing. So that's what we have learned from this clip. So you see that from his perspective, he's also want to please his teammates also, because if you care about your teammate will care about you and then the organization. Okay. So 5 points for each of the member of group 4. Okay. Thank you for your time and effort doing this one. So we will continue to to watch another clip of which group 5.
Điều tuyệt vời nhất của một người quản lý đó là mình được tự chủ trong công việc, mình được tự quyết định công việc của mình và cover được cái công việc của mình. Còn điều tệ nhất của một người làm quản lý đó chính là mình phải tiết chế sự hòa đồng của mình với nhân viên, và đôi khi phải tiết chế cảm xúc thực sự của mình. Bởi vì người sếp nào cũng phải có cái uy của mình, không thể nào mà khi nhân viên cười đùa giỡn hoặc là ăn vặt chẳng hạn thì bạn xà vào, thì như vậy bạn mất cái uy của mình đi, và như vậy sẽ rất là khó khiến nhân viên phục và nể, và sẽ đôi khi cũng cần phải nhân viên phải sợ mình thì mới hoàn thành được công việc. Theo tôi thì cái lời khuyên quản trị tốt nhất mà dành cho tôi, không chỉ là cho tôi mà cho tất cả mọi người, đó chính là quản trị về nguồn nhân lực. Con người là điều kiện đầu tiên và tiên quyết để đạt được cái mục tiêu mà mình muốn đề ra. Trước tiên thì thông thường thì khi làm một cái người quản lý thì bạn thường phải sử dụng những cái nhân viên sẵn có của mình. Bạn không thể nào sa thải hết rồi tuyển chọn lại các cái nhân viên cho mình, mà bạn phải sử dụng những nhân viên sẵn có của mình. Và khi đó thì bạn phải tìm hiểu sở trường của từng người để mà phân công công việc cho phù hợp, và phân chia công việc như thế nào để mà mọi người làm việc nhóm với nhau, để là cái mặt mạnh của người này sẽ bổ trợ và bù đắp cho hạn chế của người khác. Như bạn biết là nhân vô thực toàn mà, chẳng có ai mà hoàn thiện 100%. Thì khi mà bạn giao công việc cho nhân viên dưới quyền mà theo đúng sở trường của họ thì họ sẽ thích làm việc hơn, và cái sở trường của họ sẽ bù đắp cho cái hạn chế của cái người khác. Và khi làm việc nhóm, mà khi mà có một nhóm làm việc mà ăn ý với nhau là người ta có thể làm việc một cách người nọ bổ trợ cho người kia để cùng đạt được một mục tiêu mà bạn đã đề ra. Khi bạn là một người sếp thì bạn còn có một nhiệm vụ quan trọng khác nữa, đó chính là tạo động lực cho nhân viên mình làm việc. Khi bạn tạo động lực cho nhân viên mình làm việc thì người ta sẽ hăng say làm việc, đạt được mục tiêu mà bạn đề ra. Động lực bạn tạo cho nhân viên của mình không chỉ là động lực về mặt kinh tế, như là bạn thưởng lương, thưởng tiền, tăng lương cho họ, thưởng cho họ nhiều tiền, mà bạn còn phải cổ vũ động viên về mặt tinh thần, những lời khen ngợi đúng lúc, những sẻ chia trong lúc nhân viên mình gặp khó khăn, thực sự sẽ là những cái động lực, sẽ là nguồn cổ vũ lớn cho nhân viên mình hoàn thành nhiệm vụ và theo mình để mà hoàn thành cái mục tiêu mà bạn đã đề ra.
Good morning, Mr. Evan. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So I am Shuri, a reporter from PU Magazine. Can I ask you a few questions about your job?
Sure.
So what are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm working for MT Surveying Limited for 5 years. So I am a senior in this industry.
Oh, so that's great. So can I ask you what are the best parts of being a manager?
I think the best part of being a manager is that I can make more money in a manager position. So sometimes I can get bigger discount, better benefits, even more vacation time, and sometimes even more bonus. And I think more experience is also one of the best part of being a manager. So I can use this experience to use this experience to anywhere. And I can, if you want to change from my industry to the retail world, it can be value for my ability to lead a team.
That's good for the best part of being a manager. So what are the worst parts of being a manager?
The work part of being a manager, I think that I have to make more tough decisions. So I have to make very difficult decisions and more pressures and more work is also the work part of being a manager, because you know what, sometimes I have to work at night, weekend and holiday. That means that I have no time to hang out with my friends and I have no time to share with my family.
Oh, okay, thank you. And this is the last question. What is the best management advice you ever received?
One of the best management advice I ever received, I think that he make the decision with your people in mind, and also you need to ask for the feedback, because some people like naturally they will try to avoid a conflict, so they won't tell you what they really want and what they really think unless you ask them. So when you ask them, they will tell you because you took away the conflict. One of the most important of the advice that I received, I think that you get to know the people and also that be yourself. So you cannot really copy anyone else's style, no matter how much to look up to him or her. And one of, I think, last but not least, and also one of the very important advice that I ever received is that I need to know that if I have to change, so I have to change it. So I have one sentence very from very famous management that I ever received. They tell me that sometimes the only way to change people is that you have to change the people.
Okay, thank you for your talk today.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
For your clip. Okay, so who is interviewer in this clip?
Me.
Wing. Okay. So how do you know two interviewees?
Actually, I know.
One, the
Yeah,
second one. Yeah. How do you know him?
I know the woman.
Oh, sorry.
He considers my mom.
Ah, your mom. So what is her position in the company?
She is the vice director of financial vice director of BMBT Đà Nẵng branch.
Oh, I see, I see. So, uh, so you can be a good manager in the future based on your mom as well, right? So the second guy, the second interviewee.
Me, she my sister, and he my brother-in-law.
Ah, oh, I see, I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, so you see that it's not a difficult task. I mean, you can take advantage of your network and you can learn something when you interview them, and then you can and you learn something from watching video of your friends also. So about my question, what have you learned after you watched this clip? Anyone? Anyone? A silence. So anything you have learned from this clip? Anything? Thế mình coi clip này mình thấy nhận ra điều gì nhỉ? Anyone?
Can I answer?
Sure. Phong, right?
Yes. Actually, there are so many things, but I'm impressed with two ideas. That when you are a manager, you have to encourage your employees, but not only with the economic problems. I mean the salary, but you have to share with them their personal problems. If you can do so, they will have the motivation to do a better job for the organization. And the second one is that you have to control your emotion when you are with your employees, because that is your image in front of the whole company. If you lose that, your employees may won't listen to you anymore, and it's hard for you to control the whole company to accomplish the goals.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
we need to control our emotion, right? Thank you, Phong.
Yep.
So 1 point to you.
Yes.
So thank you, group. Sorry, I don't remember. Group 5. Okay, so each of you will get 5 points. So again, for anyone who get point today, so please go to the Excel file and then you fill in your point by yourself. Okay. Um. So that's about the interview video. Okay, and one more thing I want to talk to you. I just give up my mind. So I have a friend and he is living in France now. So now all of the companies in France are closed down. So he has some free time, and then I asked him to join our class for 1 or 2 hours, so he can share with you about working experience in some company in Vietnam, and then working for companies in France. Now he is an intern at Airbus company. He got two master degree, one in finance and one in engineer, I think so. Yeah, computing, computing engineer, something like that. So, um, if you have any question you want to ask about him, about the living, I mean the living style in France or in a foreign country, how to get a scholarship to study a master degree in a foreign country, how to balance in life and work, you can ask him, and he's willing to share with us. He also one of my best friends, and he graduated from Foreign University years ago. So I let you know so that you can prepare something to ask him, um, and I will inform you the date that we are going to meet him. Okay, it's supposed before the 11th of May because he will go back to work after this day. Okay, so you can prepare, especially if you want to study abroad. Okay, in the future, you can prepare some question to ask him. Hmm. Okay, and then we continue with our lesson today, chapter 3, making decision. So you can see that when you move to higher level, you will have a chance to make many important decisions. And this decision can cost companies a lot of money. And if it is a right decision, it's good. So if it's not a decision, the cost of the damage you create to you cause the company is really high. So we need to be careful when you make any decision. Okay. So last week, not last week, last day, we ended the lesson at the decision making process. And for the example here, I give you example of the hospital in Palo Alto. So after they consider many alternatives, they decide to, review the medical errors to the patients, okay, and relative of patients. So what is the result? They can lower the number of cases taken to the course. They can lower these cases by 50%, and they can lessen the damages they need to pay for the patient by medical error by 40%. So it's the decision of the management of the company try to be transparent in all activity, including medical errors. Okay. Another example is of the BB oil company. So this is one of the biggest, natural disaster on Earth, and it's cost BB up to, I don't remember exactly, but billions. Almost 15 billion US dollar to compensate for for almost 11 people died in this disaster, and to recover the environment after disaster. So I let you watch the clip so that you can know the damage that is caused to the environment. Have you ever heard of this disaster? Bạn nào nghe không? Chưa nhỉ? Có bạn nào nghe đến cái disaster này chưa nhỉ? Chưa hả? Okay, we will watch together.
In 600 square miles of the Gulf of Mexico, and it could start reaching the United States coast within hours.
you can see um, the negative impact of this disaster on the environment, right? So this is the way that the company deal with this problem. They made the decision to deal with this problem, and this is the speech of the CEO of BB company. Okay. So the CEO stated that we are sorry for the massive disruption it's caused their lives. So there's no one who wants this thing over more than I do. I would like my life back. So can you tell me what's wrong with this one? This statement triggered a public outcry in the US, and after this statement, BB also have another problem to deal with. The problem from the statement of this CEO and the problem of the GURP always bill. Okay, two problems for them to deal with. Okay, so can you share with me what is the problem with this statement of this speech?
Can I answer?
Sure. Please go ahead.
I think the problem arises when the public think that thought that this director, the CEO, tried to deny his liability. I mean, when a problem came or when a scandal came, the last thing you would do is to show that you have no responsible for such occasions. So rather than that, he should have like show his mercy, like show his sadness about the occasion rather than tell the world that this is not his fault or his company fault. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's right. So any other ideas about this one? So like it means that they don't mention anything about his phone, company's phone, right? And another key factors. Anyone?
Can I?
Please go ahead.
He said, "I'd like my life back," which
Yeah.
is very controversial because there were 11 people who got killed during the explosion. He is not dead, obviously, and he makes a remark like he's dead. So that will probably generate a lot of criticism. Yeah. That the common.
Thank you for your idea. So the second factor contributing to the problem is that he mentioned himself in this statement, and you know that he's not he doesn't have any relative in this disaster, but he puts himself first, and it's like that there is no sincere empathy toward the people die in this disaster, as well as the life of hundreds of U.S. citizens living around the Mexico Gulf, and their life has been negatively affected after this disaster. Yeah. So the way that you make decision, and then you had the problem after you make decision, you need a solution to deal with this, right? So what's the solution? In reality, you can look up internet for more information about this case. It turned out a national outcry towards this CEO, and this CEO had to resign from his position. Ok, hãy từ chức thôi các bạn. Thế mình có một problem đúng không? Thì cách mình giải quyết là thế gì? Trong cái này thì bạn chỉ có từ chức thôi chứ làm sao nữa nhé. Okay, so this is the example of the making decision process. Okay, so I give you Let me share screen with you. Sao sáng? Ủa, tự nhiên nó đâu mất tiêu rồi nhỉ? Okay, so this is the decision that manager needs to make. Okay, in terms of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, you can refer to this line at home after the lesson. Okay, so we come to 4 ways of making decision. Okay, so we come up with the first one, rational decision making. So this is the way that is supposed you should follow when you decide. Okay, so this means that when you make any decision, you will think. So you will think it logic. So you will think it logically, and then you will try to maximize the value with this position. Okay, and therefore assumption that decision maker need to be when this person makes any decision, and you should follow this one because everyone expect you as a decision maker do this thing. Okay, this means that when you make a decision, you need to be rational, objective, and logical, right? And then you carefully define the problem. You identify on viable alternative. You have a clear, specific goal. You select alternative that maximize outcome in the organization's interest. Okay, this is all criteria that all the people support when you are the decision makers. Okay. When we talk about bounded rationality, cái này bounded rationality, cái này có nghĩa là khi mà bạn suy nghĩ logic nhưng mà nó vẫn bị nó bounded là nó bị hạn hẹp lại các bạn, nó bị hạn chế lại nhé. Okay, even that you in the rational decision making, it's supposed that you need to think logically and then you develop viable alternative like, but you are bounded in terms of thinking, knowledge, and then what? And then time. I mean, if you are trained more skill, and if you are observe more knowledge, and then you are given more time to think about solution, I guarantee that you will come up with another two, excellent alternative. Okay, but you are limited of time and knowledge, so that you just give around 5 alternatives. That's it. Okay, and in this situation, you need to satisfy. What does mean satisfy? You will choose a solution that are good enough. Okay, đó là đủ tốt nha bạn. Nếu mà bạn có thêm thời gian và bạn được đào tạo thêm kiến thức đi, dĩ nhiên là bạn sẽ đưa ra một cái decision nó tốt hơn. Và bạn sẽ có thể come up with được với nhiều cái solution hơn, đúng không? Cái này điều dễ hiểu mà. Mình có nhiều thời gian hơn, mình nghĩ thông hơn, mình sẽ có nhiều cái phương án hơn. Nhưng mà vì vấn đề thời gian và vì hạn chế về mặt kiến thức nữa, cho nên là mình chỉ đưa ra được nhiêu đó thôi. Vì lúc đó thì bạn phải lựa chọn những cái solution mà nó sao nhỉ? Nó ổn nhất tới thời điểm đó. Another thing in the decision making is the escalation of commitment. Escalation of commitment, it means that when you have a decision, you stick to this decision, even there is an evidence proof that your decision is wrong, but you still keep your decision and you implement this decision. This is called escalation of commitment. So this is the thing that you should avoid when you make this decision. So can you tell me why some people have escalation of commitment? Can you tell me why? Any explanation why some people have escalation of commitment?
I think maybe they believe in their decision because they have spent a lot of time in researching and have the clue or evidence for their belief. Another case that maybe the manager is so based on their his ego. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And you know that uh, if you are just care about your ego, and it can affect the organizational goal, or it can lead to the death of many people if you have a wrong decision, because it's you very a little bit selfish, right? Because you also care about yourself. And another thing is that if you you take back you take back your decision, it means that you just give a wrong decision. It will not good for your career. Okay, because this is a road that you are not, competent enough to handle this issue. Mình mà đưa cái quyết định rồi mà mình thu lại thì sao các bạn? Cũng không hẳn là mình sợ về cái tự ái của mình, mà nó thể hiện gì? Nó sợ là người ta thấy, mình sợ người ta thấy là mình sai ha. Rồi nó sẽ ảnh hưởng đến cái con đường sự nghiệp của mình nha các bạn. Thì đó là một trong những lý do mà một số người bị cái escalation of commitment là vậy ha. Okay, so we continue. I will give you the example of escalation of commitment, and it turned out to be a disaster. Okay, it's relating to the aerospace. Oh, there is a disaster happened in 1986. Okay, and in this year, okay, the space shuttle Challengers, okay, broke apart 73 seconds into its flight. Okay, and this led to the death of 7 crew members. Okay, and then the spacecraft disintegrated over Florida. Okay, it's caused a lot of money and the lives of the crew member. After the decision makers of this space shuttle, decided the date to launch, to launch the space shuttle. There's some individual, went against the decision, but the decision makers still stick to their opinions. So it turned out a disaster in the aerospace industry. Okay. And then we have intuitive decision. Intuitive, what does mean? Là trực giác nha các bạn. Mình dựa vô trực giác. So it means that you will have decision based on your experience, feeling, and your judgment. Okay. So I will give you the example of the stapler of paper pro. Okay. You will see that the design of this product is the whole world different from all the staplers. Okay. Oh. So you see that this is like a very unique design of a stapler, right? And this is an idea of the founder of this company, Paper Pro. He's came up with this idea to have an easier way to insert stapler into the stapler. Okay. And based on his intuition, he thinks that this product design will be a hit in the market. Okay, and he confident to put this product into mass production. It turned out that the company gained a lot of profits from this unique design, and the company also applied for a patent for this design also. So this example that you make decision based on your intuition. Okay. So this is a history about intuition. So you see that we have many dimensions of intuition. Okay. You can use intuition based on this experience. Okay, a fact, cognition, subconsciousness, or value or ethics. Okay. The last decision-making way is the evidence-based management. It's all about data. That's it. You need data. You don't believe your experience. You don't believe your feeling or intuition. Just data-driven. Okay. So usually in Vietnam we have three types. It's about the ways of making decision we learn from from many scholars in foreign country. Okay, in Vietnam they summarize three ways about making decision we should avoid, which is cô type cho các bạn đấy, KKD. Các bạn có thể search in Google về cái này nhé, KKD. Nhưng mà thật sự ra cái chữ của nó sẽ là KCD. So can you guess K? What does K stand for? So in your opinion, what does K stand for? Anyone? Anyone? K, what does K stand for? Thế theo bạn K là cái gì nhỉ? This is the three types of mechanization we should avoid based on the summarize of some managers in Vietnam. Sorry, based on the summary of some manager in Vietnam. So can you tell me what does K stand for? Hurry up. I will call some beautiful name. Nguyễn Trần, Lan Ngọc.
Yes.
Yeah, you had the name of my mom and dad. Okay.
Sir, I'm searching and I cannot find the meaning of K.
Okay, so if you okay, if you cannot search any information about this, but can you guess? K, what does it stand for? The three um, mechanization we should avoid. Three mechanization style we should avoid. The first one, K, stand for.
I cannot guess.
Why? Ba cái cách suy nghĩ mà người Việt Nam mình đúc kết ra. Nãy giờ 4 cái cô nói các bạn đấy. Một số cái cách four way of decision making là của bạn học theo sách nước ngoài đúng không? Ở Việt Nam thì họ không có nói những cái mà mình nên làm, mà họ nói cái mình nên tránh. Thì ba cái cách quyết định mà mình nên tránh là K, C, D. Thì cái K nó viết tắt chữ gì? K chữ gì em? Không biết, không đoán được luôn hả Ngọc? Ok, next person. Triệu Vĩ, Trương Triệu Vĩ. Your name sound like an Chinese actor to me. Triệu Vĩ. Hình như mình có diễn viên Lương Triệu Vĩ không?
I think K stands for knowledge. I haven't searched for the meaning.
No, in
yet.
Vietnamese, such a Vietnamese, viết tắt từ tiếng Việt em. KCD viết tắt của từ tiếng Việt, cho người Việt mình nghĩ mà. Thì K là gì? Gì em?
Em đang suy nghĩ.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So next person. Huỳnh Nhật Quang. Quang ơi, are you here? Alo, Quang ơi. So if you don't raise your voice, you're absent. Đây. Okay. But next time you repair another mic, right? So you can interact with me and your classmate. Hữu Phú. Phú, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I know that you can hear, you can listen, but Nhật Quang, the next time you buy another one so that you can talk to me and other people, okay? Cô gọi ai quên rồi? Phú không Phú? Rồi.
So can I get the letter C instead of the K one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess it may be chậm or cứng, kind of that.
No. Cái cách mà em suy nghĩ mà ba cái cách suy nghĩ mình nên tránh xin lỗi, ba cái cách suy nghĩ dựa trên cái gì mà mình nên tránh ấy. Thế mình suy là dựa trên cái gì mà mình nên tránh?
Cũ.
Hả?
Cũ.
No, not other person. Nam Trân ơi.
Dạ em đây cô.
Yeah, tell me.
Em chưa nghĩ ra.
Okay. Phúc ơi, Phúc.
Can I answer?
Sure, your name.
My name is Ngọc Phương. I think the C may stand for chủ quan.
No, not chủ quan.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Do you mean C is chậm tính?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. How about K?
Okay, I still don't know.
Đi. So 1 point to you, Vũ. Thank you. Anyone?
Is the kinh nghiệm.
Yeah. Your name?
Thanh Phong.
Okay, so 1 point to you. And about D, Phong, do you guess what it is?
Đi chưa?
Okay, 1 point to you. And the last one, D. Uyên Phương.
Yeah.
Đi là gì nhỉ? Ủa?
Dạ.
Okay. Đi là gì em?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
D, yes. D stand for động cơ.
No, it's not động cơ. So D stand for dũng cảm cho các bạn. Thế là ba cái mình cần tránh khi mình đưa ra quyết định, đó là dựa trên kinh nghiệm. Thứ hai là cảm tính hay cảm xúc của mình. Thứ ba là dựa trên sự dũng cảm của mình. Nếu mình liều á, mình nghĩ nó đúng thì mình làm thôi, nên mình tránh nha. Hiện nay á thì cái Python hay R nó phát triển rất là mạnh, cho nên là bạn sẽ thấy là người ta sẽ sử dụng data để giúp họ đưa ra decision rất là nhiều ha, thay vì dùng cái như hồi xưa là mình sẽ dùng chủ yếu vào đọc cái report rồi dựa trên kinh nghiệm của mình. Bây giờ thì tất cả phải có số liệu hết nha. So I give you the experience that I got based on making decision. So you know that my boss in the own company, she has 9 years experience in the brand marketing department. And years ago there was a scandal about melanin ingredient in the plastic product. Have you ever heard about this one? Có bao giờ bạn nghe đó chưa nhỉ? Chất melanin mà trong nhựa đó, có bạn nào nghe chưa?
Dạ rồi ạ.
Okay. So at that time, my boss decided to bought a lot of plastic bowl, plastic plate, plastic napkins for babies, okay, toddlers, okay, as promotional gift, okay, for the product. Her ideas is that plastic, so these products are easy to clean, easy for mother to clean, right? And she said that there has a brand name IKEA behind each product. So it will reinforce the quality of this product instead of the fact that these are made from plastic. Okay. So I got a lot of questions from my colleagues from other brands. So they ask why your managers choose, plastic product to as a promotional gift in the midst of the worries about melanin ingredients. Okay, I asked my boss, but she just sticks to her opinion, and it turned out it's a failure of this marketing campaign. We had a lot of stock of this product in the warehouse, and even though we gave product to every member in the company, but we still got a lot of them in the warehouse. So at that time I think that, oh, it's okay, we can keep them in the warehouse, there's no problem. But you see that we we kept a large base in the warehouse so that they cannot import all the stuff. So I got a phone call from the warehouse manager, and she scolded me a lot about this problem. So you can see that you cannot just based on the experience or intuition when you make the decision. In this case, you need to do some research about the customer's preference or customer stage, especially the women, the mothers of toddlers, our target customers, what kind of material or what kind of gift they want to have, something like that, instead of just based on the subjective opinion of the marketers. Okay, so it's the real example that I experienced. Um, so we back to the lesson. Okay. Okay, for types of question, type of decision, we have program decision. It means that we have the repetitive issues, so that we will come up with a program decision to deal with these issues. Okay, non-program decision, like we have the sudden scandal, like the oil spill of BP. No, this event never happens before, so it's a non-program decision. Okay, you need to you need a customized solution to non-program decision. Okay, for program decision, you have three types of decision: policy, rules, procedures. Okay, policy is just a guideline for making decisions. Okay, for rules, we have the specific statement. Tell the manager what can or cannot be done. And procedure is a series of sequential steps, okay, used to respond to a well-structured problem. Okay, I give you the example. For example, here. So can you tell me? Can you classify them into policy, procedure, and rule, please? Anyone?
Can I answer?
Sure.
The first one, I think it is the policy. The second one, I think it is the rule. The third one is the procedure. And the last one is the rule. That's my answer.
Yeah, so policy is the first one, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
first one, policy.
And then procedure, follow on step,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Okay. Rule, what are rules?
Rules are the second and the last one.
Okay, understand. So there one mistake in your answer, but it's okay. So I give you 1 point. So can you say, can you have different idea about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I may change the second idea into policy.
I made a step, yeah, policy. And rules, what are rules?
Rules is the last one.
No, credit purchases. And any other rules in this one?
I think the first one is rule also.
The first one, yeah, it's rule. So 1 point for the lady and 1 point for the gentleman. Okay. So again, policy is a general right guideline. So the second, accept on customer return merchandise. Okay. For rules, we have number 1 and then number 4. Okay. We have specific statement tell exactly what managers do and don't. Okay. Policy, procedures. Okay. That's the following on step. Okay. So that's the example for you to understand the differences between policy, procedures, and rules. Okay. So this is the exhibit about characteristic of programmed versus non-programmed decision. Okay. For this one, this is the decision under uncertainty. We have maximax, maximin, and minimax. Okay. And in each case, you will have like regret matrix here. You please refer this one in the textbook to me. Okay. If you have any question, let me know. Again, this decision under uncertainty, there are many choices. You need to consider maximax, maximin, minimax. Okay, it's in terms of uncertain environment, business environment. Okay, so you refer to the textbook. Do you receive the textbook? Em có cuốn sách của quyển này chưa? Có ebook chưa? Cô gửi rồi đúng không? Cô gửi trong cái file ấy. Trong cái file mà lúc mà bạn download cái PowerPoint, cô có gửi luôn cái slide, cái sách cho bạn. Bạn về bạn refer trong cái sách này giúp cô nha. Okay, so go to decision making style. Okay, we have the linear thinking style, non-linear thinking style. For linear thinking style, this means that this person will use external data. Okay, you will process information by using rational and logical thinking. Whereas non-linear thinking style, this means that you will refer the internal sources of information, your internal insight, feeling, hunches, something like that to make decision. Okay. So, linear thinking style tiếng Việt của mình là suy nghĩ logic nha các bạn. Linear là bạn biết cái đường gì không? Đường thẳng tuyến tính của mình á. Nó một cái đường linear đó các bạn, nó gọi là linear line. Cái đường thẳng tuyến tính của mình. Thì cái cách suy nghĩ theo đường thẳng tuyến tính đó có nghĩa là mình chỉ dựa vào cái logic của mình thôi nha. So the Nike co-founder, you know, the Nike co-founder Phil Knight is the symbol of linear thinking style. He only based on data, you know, analysis, business analytics data to give his decision. With non-linear thinking style, we have this one. This is the famous businessman, Bires. Okay, he usually use his inside feelings. Okay, to to deal with problem, business problems. Okay. Or Warren Buffett. Have you ever heard this one? I guess you never heard this one. One of the most richest persons on earth. Okay. And in some cases, the way he invests in stock is different from other people. So that's the reason why he gained a lot of profit when he invests in stock market. Okay, he has his own, you know, thinking and feeling when he do investment. When he do investment, okay. And then we have some decision making biases and errors. Okay. We have many things here. Okay, so I will continue decision making biases and error in the next lesson. Okay, so for the next lesson on Saturday, we will continue chapter 3, and then you will have the 2 presentation, right? 2 group volunteer to present 2 topic. Okay, that's right. Who will present on Saturday? Which group present on Saturday? Bạn group nào present Saturday, con quên rồi nhỉ?
Group 6 à?
Group 6, bạn sẽ present về cái gì nhỉ?
Yeah, company culture.
Okay. Another group, please. Subject 2. Which group?
Group 1 ạ.
Group 1. Okay. So you will upload your PowerPoint at the end of. You will upload your PowerPoint in the end of Friday, right? And if you don't present, so if you want to repair your slide, please upload your PowerPoint. And again, do not ever just upload PowerPoint with pictures only, no information. At least you should present, you should prepare the PowerPoint as if you are going to have a presentation. You give enough information for the listener to follow. Okay, even if you don't present. So I will give you point. If you just give the PowerPoint, you don't have any word information, I will not get your point. Okay? Any idea about the lesson or the assignment? Any idea? Opinion? Okay. If you don't have any problem, so we will end our lesson here. Okay. So if you have any question, you can post your question on team. Okay. So thank you again for joining class with me. So see you on Saturday. We just have presentation on Saturday only. Nha, mình chỉ present vào ngày thứ bảy thôi nha. Tại vì có 2 nhóm thôi mà em. So thank you for your time spending with me. So goodbye. Bye bye. Go hand up nha.